Two of the smartest AI minds on earth just walked out of Google's front door, and Wall Street has panicked so hard to an extent that it has lost about $250 billion in market value in just 48 hours. One of them invented the platform that ChatGPT is built on, and the other won a Nobel Prize, and they just didn't quit from Google. They walked straight into Google's biggest rival. Last week, Noam Shazeer announced he's leaving Google for OpenAI. That name matters. Shazeer is the co-author of the 2017 paper that talked about attention is all you need. The research that introduced the transformer architecture and the technological foundation underneath almost every major AI chatbot today. If you're using a chatbot today, then there is a possibility that he created the platform on which it was used on, and that's why Google chatbots have gotten better over time. Google had already lost him once. He left in 2021 and started his own company, and then Google paid roughly $2.7 billion in 2024 just to bring him back and put him in charge of Gemini. And now you understand why Gemini is one of the best AI research systems out there. Then in less than 2 years, he's gone again. And where is he going to? OpenAI. A day after his resignation, that is on June 19th, John Jumper also announced that he's leaving too after nearly 9 years at the company. And this is the guy who was in charge of working on Google DeepMind, so he's responsible for some of the most transformative elemental thinking of the AI system that Google has built. Jumper won a 2024 Nobel Prize in chemistry for leading the AlphaFold, the AI system that predicted the structure of over 200 million protein. He's heading to Anthropic, so Google is basically losing to its biggest rival, to Anthropic and OpenAI, so bad. And now you know why there is a lot of people panicking about all this move, because in just 48 hours, Google has lost its architecture of modern AI language model and the Nobel Prize winner to its two biggest competitor. And that has also impacted its value, because for investors, you're doubting what will come next of its AI platform and how are the competitors going to fare against Google now that they have some of the biggest or the best resources that Google was previously having. The aftermath is one which is surprising. Alphabet lost its stock market value by about 7%, losing about $250 billion in a day. Okay, this is the market cap of companies like Nike and Starbucks just gone in one afternoon because two people resigned. One of the biggest platforms through which Google has raised equity through the market is its AI platform. It's raised, last year alone, it raised about $190 billion just to fund its AI division. Weeks ago, they raised about $80 billion in offering to ensure that they continued having a lot of funds to support its AI model. And suddenly, the people who are supposed to be in charge of that infrastructure are leaving, and the replacement is not known, or whoever Google is going to hire next is unknown. This comes after weeks ago, Google CEO just did admit that the demand for their product is outpacing the services that they can offer, and that's why they've been raising a lot of capital in order to ensure that the AI is perfect to meet the demand of the people. Suddenly, when you are raising $200 billion and $80 billion in weeks just to continue funding this infrastructure, then the investors are hit with this news that the people who are supposed to be in charge of that infrastructure are leaving. Then what is the value of the investment, and what is the possibility that Google will be able to keep up with the demand? I mean, if Google can't keep up with the demand, then its competitors shall keep up with the demand. And if you're someone who uses Anthropic or OpenAI, suddenly you got more hopes of those platforms becoming better or being at the same level where Gemini has been at the moment. Okay, so if you're thinking that this is just a minor resignation following people pursuing bigger career or someone following a bigger paycheck, then that is not the case. You see, there is a problem at Google, and the problem has been pointed out by employees and various reports that show that the departures, there's increasing frustration inside DeepMind employees reportedly because they feel that Google lacks a clear AI strategy and it lacks the coding tools aimed at businesses, and that's where OpenAI and Anthropic saw an opportunity, and they decided to snatch those talents, promising them to offer them the same tools to target businesses and create a clear path AI for them to exploit. What matters about AI is no longer about the capabilities or what it can do. People are much more interested about the tools that it can offer, and that is a promise that Google has also kept. That is the promise that Google has always kept up with. It's promised businesses that will offer the biggest tool to help them with their daily needs. And now suddenly, if you cannot offer the tools, then the signal that you're sending to the market is not a very positive one.